So today's practice is going to be centered on gratitude. And I think we've had a lot of gratitude practices recently, but I also think that it's something that we could all use more of. So we're going to start by finding that seated posture, maybe resting the eyes closed, and just doing a check-in with the body and the mind. Maybe noticing any thoughts lingering, any tension, and just inviting it to step to the side, especially if it's not serving us right now. Really allowing ourselves to come into this practice together fully in the moment. And once you have cleared the mind and the body, bringing to mind something that you're grateful for today. Right now, in this moment, something that you feel gratitude towards. It could be anything as small as coffee in the morning, to that person that brings you joy and makes you feel good about yourself, even to this practice. But bringing it to the mind's eye and allowing ourselves to sit in the feeling and in the presence of gratitude. Today, I am feeling incredibly grateful for morning coffee and for my partner and for the beautiful weather that we have in Southern California today. And I'm very grateful for this time carved out of my day to practice. Taking a moment to reflect on that feeling and taking a moment to carry that feeling, that gratitude with us through our practice today. On the inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, stretching out from the roots, eyes towards the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to take this right hand over to the left side, giving ourselves a side twist. So maybe pressing into this leg, twisting a little deeper, seeing if we can look behind us. And planting my left hand, really keeping myself stable here. Twisting a little deeper. And inhale, reaching those arms all the way up. And on the exhale, left hand twist. Opposite side, around the right shoulder. Maybe try to look behind us. Using this palm for some leverage to get a little more depth. And untwist, bringing the hands back to center, taking our neck in a counterclockwise position, really rotating it all the way around. And then stopping with chin to chest, looking into the laps, maybe taking these hands and pressing the head down, getting a stretch through the neck. Bringing it over to the left ear, giving it a little extra stretch. Taking it behind, chin to the sky. And then right ear to right shoulder. I know a lot of us are sitting at computers all day, staring at screens, so giving ourselves a moment to shake some of the tension out of the shoulders. And then maybe rotating the neck clockwise in the opposite direction. And then we're gonna go over our left shoulder, coming on hands and knees, finding that tabletop posture, neutral spine. My toes are tucked behind me. And on the inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, arching the spine down. Exhale, press the mat away, draw the gaze in towards the belly button for cat. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, press the mat away, cat. Couple rounds of these at your own breath pace. Maybe some extra motion in there. Whatever feels good. And then finding that neutral spine. On the inhale, left arm swings open to the side, and exhale, threading it through. Shoulder and ear to the mat. Maybe using that right palm to get a little depth. Inhale, swinging that arm up, open to the side, and exhale, bringing it back down. This time, inhale, right arm swings open, hello, and exhale, threading it through. Shoulder and ear to the mat. Getting that stretch through the right shoulder. Inhale, opening the arm, and exhale, bringing it down. Keeping those toes tucked. As you exhale, press down, lift the knees, and press the hips back, finding our first downward facing dog of the day. Exhale, heels press back. I'm pressing down through all corners of the hand, low belly engaged, shoulders away from the ears, and just pause here, continuing to breathe. Inhale, walk the feet in towards the hands, forward fold. Let the head and neck be heavy here. Letting it all go, fall towards the mat. Maybe grabbing opposite arms and elbows and rocking the body side to side. And then finding stillness. Inhale, sweeping the arms up high, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift, low belly engaged. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, finding our very first plank of the day. Keeping the core engaged, gaze falling towards the belly. Trying to pause here, keeping the glutes low. And inhale, lift the right leg. Toes are pointed behind us. We're just floating here. Exhale, crunching it to the outside of the left elbow. Inhale, swinging it back. Exhale, outside of right elbow. And sending it back. And inhale to center and float. Exhale, send it back, take the knees wide. Press back, well-deserved child's pose. Head towards the mat and breathe. See if we can notice any heat that we've built in the body. See if we can return to the natural rhythm of our breath here. Inhale, rock the body forward. When we feel ready, find that plank. We're going to pause here for a couple of breaths, waiting for everyone to join. Keeping that low belly engaged. And then inhale, the left leg floats. Taking a breath here. Exhale, crunching it to outside of the right elbow. And sending it back. And outside of the left elbow, hold. And sending it back. And this time drawing it center and pause. We are floating, we are breathing. And exhale, send it back. Knees are wide, child's pose. Returning to that feeling of gratitude. Maybe now it's gratitude for the body, for the physical practice, for all the things it allows us to do. And whenever you feel ready, we're going to take 5 more breaths here, either child's pose or downward facing dog, your choice. Listen to the body. Wherever we are, just sitting with the breath. Making any adjustments necessary for maximum benefit. Inhale, swinging the right leg high for 3-legged dog. And pausing here for a couple breaths. And maybe as we exhale, sending that left ankle down towards the mat, almost like we're getting the heel flat against the mat. Maybe pointing that toe. And then opening up, stack those hips. Really getting a stretch through the entire right side of the body. And exhale, swing it through, plant it between the two hands, back knee to the mat, top of the foot rest. We inhale, draw the body up, and press the hips forward. Beautiful. So checking it out, making sure that knee and ankle are in a 90-degree angle, not past it, or in one line, I should say. And from here, bringing our hands down, reaching back with this left hand. See if we can grab the left foot, draw it in towards the center line of the body. Maybe testing our balance here by drawing one arm up. And release. Go ahead and take those hands to heart center and find the side twist here. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Maybe those arms swing open. Inhale back to heart center, and as we exhale, press back. Let that leg be long in front of us and fold down over it. Chest and knee towards the butt, towards the leg. And exhale. Inhale, rock the body forward, coming up so that we are balanced here. We're going to start to shift the weight forward onto the right foot. Maybe that means that we are spreading the toes. Inhale, draw the arms up. And when you feel ready, bouncing on that right foot, drawing the chest down and the leg up for warrior three. So exhale, chest goes down, leg goes up. I'm reaching forward with my fingertips, pointing back with my toes, forming a beautiful straight line, or at least trying to. Finding balance here. Maybe looking for our drishti, that focal point, that thing that makes us feel balanced and safe. Inhale, straightening the leg. We're going to bring this left leg up. See if we can cross our ankle over above our knee, and exhale, sitting down into a chair. Sitting the glutes way, way, way back. Keeping the core nice and engaged and chest lifted. Inhale, pressing up, leg down. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands and step those feet back, finding our plank posture. Core nice and engaged here. Inhale, the right leg floats. And exhale, crunches across. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, crunches across. Inhale, back. Exhale, center float and hold. Keep breathing. If we're shaking, shaking is good. Exhale, sending it back. Take those knees wide. Child's pose. Head to the mat. Slowing any breathing. And releasing the posture. Maybe that means releasing the feeling of it, releasing judgment, releasing thoughts that are entering our mind that are unhelpful. Just back to the breath. Inhale, rock the body forward, finding downward facing dog. Exhale, hips press back. Grounding down through the four corners of the hands. And this time, as we inhale, the left leg swings high. Three-legged dog, trying to reach that leg a little higher as we press the heel of the right foot down towards the mat. Go ahead and drop the knee, open up, stack those hips. Now stretch through the left side. And exhale, step it through, plant it between the two hands. Knee and top of the foot down, arms up, hips forward. Reaching back here with the right hand, maybe grabbing the right foot, drawing it in, center of the body. If we're feeling balanced, left arm goes up. And if we fall out, getting right back in. Go ahead and release that right leg. Bring hands to heart center. Take this right elbow, hook it for a side twist over the left leg. Inhale, bring it back center. Exhale, sitting back on this right foot. Let the left leg be long and folding down. Using those exhales to find depth here, letting the chest, head, and neck become closer to the leg and the knee. Inhale, we're going to rock the body forward, bringing our weight up. Drawing those hands, arms up by our ears, and spreading the toes so that we can lift the body up and find warrior three on the left side. Fingertips pointing, toes pointing, core engaged. Warrior three. Nice strong T shape with the body. Inhale, chest comes up. Bring this right leg up and over. Right ankle above the left knee. When we feel good, exhale, sitting down, finding the chair. Maybe the hands come to heart center for balance. Wherever we are, breathing. Exhale, sitting a little deeper. Inhale, pressing up, foot comes down, forward fold. Head and neck are heavy. Shake out that neck. Let the hands step the feet back, prepping for our plank. Keeping that core nice and engaged. Eyes fall center, the two hands on the mat, and the left leg floats. Exhale, swing it across towards that right elbow, and send it back. And to the outside of the left elbow, core engaged, send it back. And center and float, pressing with the hands, core engaged, legs floating. And exhale, toes back, knees wide, child's pose. Rest those arms, rest those eyes. Finding a natural rhythm of the breath here. And then gently rocking the body forward, finding downward facing dog. Toes tucked. From here, we're gonna rock some weight forward onto the hands and wrists, and just making little circles here. Seeing what it feels like to put a little pressure on the hands and wrists. Keeping that core engaged. And then turning the fingertips out and away from each other. Rocking here. And now fingertips facing the toes if we can make it. And knees down, child's pose. Let those hands come out straight in front of us. Take a moment. We're going to bring our hands, palms together above the head, 10 fingers interlaced. And we're going to place the forearms on the mat. We're not going to enter full headstand today, but just starting to prep for it, unless it's in your practice. So forearms glued to the mat, and we're going to try to get the crown of the head all the way on top of the mat with the interlaced fingers supporting the back of the head. Taking our feet long behind us in that plank posture and just starting to rock some weight forward. Seeing what it feels like to shift weight onto the head, the neck, the forearms. And if we feel a lot of pressure here, imagine pressing down with the shoulders and noticing how that allows us to sort of lift some weight off of the head and neck. Even though it's called headstand, a lot of the weight is actually going to be in the forearms. So just taking another moment or so to play with this. If it feels good, it feels comfortable, you feel strong and safe, maybe trying to rock some more weight forward or lifting a leg, wherever we are today is perfect. We are just exploring. So maybe rocking some weight in or drawing a leg. And if we fall out, getting right back in. Maybe pausing in our little egg today. And press back, finding child's pose. Taking a nice break here. Pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zones is so good for us. Inhale, rocking the body forward and immediately rolling over onto our backs. Let those legs be long in front of us. Let the chest and shoulders become heavy. Taking a moment to recenter, especially after pushing ourselves, especially after being out of our comfort zones. Maybe returning to that feeling from the beginning of class. Returning to gratitude. And here, lying on the mat, visualizing that feeling through the entire body. Visualizing the feeling, the experience, what it looks like, what color is it. Inhale, drawing both legs in center, wrapping the arms around, giving ourselves this hug, and then letting the head and neck fall to the mat as we rock side to side, sort of giving ourselves a little massage. Maybe taking peace fingers around big toes and opening the hips wide here. With happy baby posture. And maybe, even if it feels silly, allowing ourselves to smile. Knowing that when we smile, some of those happiness endorphins actually get released. So even when we're feeling really bad, really sad, really angry, even forming a very small half smile, just turning the edges of the lips up can change that feeling. Bringing those feet together overhead, making that diamond shape, and exhale, release them down. Let the knees fall open to the side. You can bring the feet in closer for a more intense stretch, or allow them to be almost straight if it's feeling a little tight today. But wherever we are, seeing if we can have 3 full breaths here, allowing the hips to open, allowing the knees to fall by our sides. And exhale, straightening the legs, arms by the sides, reconnecting to that feeling, to our gratitude for the day. Intentional gratitude practice is so important because the human mind tends to go towards the negative, towards all the things that we don't have, towards the things that aren't exactly the way that we want them to be. And at those times, it's difficult to see all that we do have. This practice of turning the mind towards gratitude can benefit us outside of this moment, off of our mats. Let's go ahead and roll over to the side, press ourselves up, find that nice seated posture, and allow the eyes to close. Maybe drawing the hands to heart center, allowing the palms to connect. Really feeling the connection of each finger, of each side of the palm. And in this space, inviting that feeling of gratitude into our whole being. Maybe making a commitment to intentionally turn the mind, to intentionally bring it to the positives, the light, the things that we have. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice today. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.